Hello everyone and welcome to the Jamestown calendar. First of all, a big friendly welcome if you're a first-time visitor to the jamestown.calendar.com or are just a casual visitor wanting to know more about the amazing capabilities of the site. This video is for you. The Jamestown calendar isn't just your average run-of-the-mill calendar, but has some amazing features like being able to customize the calendar to your liking and also share events with your family and friends, and so much more. In this video, we're going to be going over 3 parts. First are the basic features and navigation of the site. Second, we're going to go through ways of printing events, exporting events to your own calendar, and also sharing events with your friend groups. Last and certainly not least, we're going to be going into the My Calendar section, which has some really great features, such as being able to customize the events that show up when you first come to the site, scheduling reminders, and also setting up email alerts. So with that being said, let's dive right into it. Let's start with the basics. When you first come to the site, you'll notice that there are 2 views, the calendar view and then the much more visual view here on the right hand panel. If I want to expand either one of these windows, all I have to do is click either one of these arrow buttons and it will expand the window to the full screen view of that calendar. Click the back button to be back where we were at before, and click the other arrow button to expand into our regular calendar view. The next thing we're going to explore are these top tab menu items, and they're the same in both calendar views. You'll notice them up here for the visual view, but for the purposes of our training, we are just going to be doing the traditional calendar view. First of all, click click the left arrow button to go back a month to see what happened in the previous month, and click forward to go to advance to the next month. You can do the same thing by year. The next item is that you'll notice when you come to the calendar that there's a ton of events happening in the Jamestown area, and maybe I want to find just the athletic events that are happening. I can go ahead and filter, add a filter function which will eliminate all the events that aren't under this under the specific event category. If I want to add multiple categories, I can do that as well just by simply clicking them. To close this drop-down box, all I have to do is click outside of that area. And then the most important step is that you need to click the Apply Filters button, and you'll notice there we are. We have now successfully filtered out the events that we want to be seen. To undo this function, all I have to do is go back into the Filter By tab, click Athletic Events, and select the Health and Fitness, and you'll notice it goes back to the Choose Categories. Click outside the box and click Apply Filters. We now see all of the events that are on the calendar again. The next tab is the My Calendar tab. We're going to be covering this in the third part of this video. And finally, the Create an Event tab. We actually have created our own video to specifically walk through and help people as they are looking to create an event. So go ahead and check out that video if you're looking for the full details and descriptions of how to create an event on the Jamestown Calendar website. The next thing is if you want to look and see what is happening on, for example, this day on the 15th, all I have to do is click into the day, and it will pull up a screen overlay with this box that is going to show the events that are happening on that day. Where this also comes in handy is if when you have a day such as the 25th here has a lot of events that are happening. I can either click this +2 tab, or I can just click right into the right on the day, and it will pull up this box that will show me all of the events that are happening on that day. Now if I want to see the single view, all I have to do is hover over that particular item, and you'll notice that my mouse arrow switches or changes when I hover over it, or I can even do it straight from this view and click into that specific day. And here are the full description and details for that event. I'm able to see who the organizer is. I'm able to see what category it's under, the location, the contact information, and the full description and start and end time. Something that might get overlooked, and this takes us right into part 2, are these 4 tabs here in the day view. The first one is to print this event. If you're an organizer and maybe you want to just hand out some flyers or some of the specifics on it, all you have to do is click this print tab and it will automatically open it up into a new tab in your browser. And you can go ahead and click your print from your browser and just print that page. This is also helpful if you want to just hang up the details maybe on your fridge. The next thing is to set a reminder. We're not able to do this until we have created an account and signed in, which we're going to be going over in part 3 of this video. The next thing is to export it to a calendar. I use iCalendar. This works for a variety of different calendars, and my calendars are synced together with the calendar on my computer as well as on my phone. So if I want to have that accessible to me and added to my own personal calendar, all I have to do is click the Export to Calendar button, and you'll notice that it downloads just like any file that you maybe have downloaded before. I go into my Downloads tab, and here it is. I double click and open it, and you will see that my iCalendar, it gives me a dialog box to add this event. I can choose the calendar. I have 100 different calendars on here, but I'm just going to add it to my own personal calendar. Select OK, and you'll notice that that event has now been added to my own personal calendar with all of the information that is needed. Pretty simple, huh? Next is to share an event. Now this can be used for promoters rather than having to go into Facebook and create an event through Facebook, or if you are just wanting to let your friend group and families know what you're going to be doing on, for instance, this is July 21st, and maybe I want to recruit some other people, let them know that this is happening. I can go ahead and click this down arrow button and I can share it right on Facebook. Or if you're a Twitter fiend, you can also share it on Twitter as well. Next, we're going to be going into some of the special features that we need to create an account, such as the My Calendar. So I click the My Calendar tab, and if you haven't created an event, it's a very simple, straightforward process. So you've probably done this 100 different times, creating accounts online. Select your first name, type in your first name, your last name, your email, choose a username, and a password. Make sure to watch the little description, such as minimum characters. I, however, have already created an account, so all I have to do is log in. I can click the checkbox to be remembered and select the login button. Now at first it may look that nothing really changed, except for that we'll notice that it gives us a welcome, so that way we know that we have successfully logged in. So let's go back to our day view. Maybe let's go for an event that is in the future, since we're going to go back to that story time. And I want to set a reminder. I can now set a reminder for this event that will send me an email, and I can select the specific day. Just click into this box right here, and we'll open up calendar view. Since the event is on the 22nd, we need to set our reminder to a day before then. And maybe I want to just get a reminder the day before that this event is going to be happening, and I can now set a reminder. what's going to happen is the day before the event, I'm going to get an email reminder that this storytime event is going to be happening the next day. So this is a really great feature if you're somewhat forgetful or extremely busy and you wanted to go to an event but you just didn't remember. Be sure to maximize the set a reminder function. All right, next we are going to go and actually click into the My Calendar tab. Now that we've already logged in, we now get a whole bunch of new options for us. First of all, you'll see that if my information as a user, if my email address changes, I can go ahead and just click the edit button here and change out my email address. The second thing is an alerts. Now this is different than setting a reminder. What this is going to do is this is going to give me an email whenever a specific event is posted. For example, I am an aspiring fitness guru, and so I want to know all of the athletic event, all of the health, fitness, and well-being events, and also maybe I want to watch some athletic events as well. I can click multiple alerts, click outside of the box, then click the add alerts button, and it will add alerts. So what this is going to do is whenever somebody creates an event and posts it to the Jamestown Calendar website and it's under the category of athletic events or health, fitness, and well-being, I'm going to get an email alert. This is extremely helpful if I'm not able to check the calendar every day, or maybe somebody just posted an event, short notice, that I'm able to get an email alert and make sure that I don't miss some of the events that are happening. The next thing is the default categories. And the way that this works is rather than when I come to the site, if I only want to see specific events rather than having to use the filter function every time I come to the site, I can select those two calendars, add them to my default categories. Now, when I go into my calendar view and I click refresh, this is if I'm coming to the site for the very first time, it will automatically add these filters every time I come in. If I want to override that, rather than going in and deleting out those filters, all I have to do is go into the drop-down filter by section and just click apply filters, and you'll be able to override that functionality. If I come back to the site again, it's going to automatically apply those filters every time that I come to the site. If I want to take those off, I can just go ahead and delete. And click refresh. And now you will see that all of those filters have been taken off. Now, we already went in and we created a reminder. If we haven't created any reminders, you will not see this tab showing up here. The My Reminders tab will give me a place where I can see all of my scheduled reminders. Also, now that I've logged in, I can also have the option of create an event, which, as long as it fits the rules and the guidelines of the Jamestown Calendar site, you'll be able to go through and start that process as well. Well, that is it for this tutorial. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact the tourism office or post a comment to this video. Thanks a bunch and have a great rest of the day.